Kamaru Usman is back. After his devastating loss to Leon Edwards in an attempt to reclaim the throne which he was unceremoniously kicked off, Kamaru, before he was unbeaten, was on a legendary streak and on the verge of greatness. During his journey to the top of the sport, he had some monumental and legendary moments in his career. So let's look into some of them. This is the Fight Franchise and the top 5 moments of Kamaru Usman's career. Number 5. The Colby Covington rivalry. Kamaru Usman would secure the welterweight title and have a brilliant reign, which saw some amazing moments. His title reign would be dominant apart from when he shared the cage with Colby Covington. Usman had a rivalry in 2 brilliant fights with Colby Covington, which brought brilliant legitimacy to his title reign. In the first fight, they had a brilliant fight in a true 50-50 war, which was one of the most even championship fights in UFC history, in which Usman secured the 5th round TKO to put away his rival. The second time they fought, Usman would be more dominant, dropping Covington, but the fight went all 5 rounds, with Usman winning the unanimous decision. To have 2 wins over one of the best welterweights of the same era as him is amazing. Many fans also consider Colby Covington to be one of the top 15 welterweights of all time. This shows how brilliant these victories are. A rivalry on the mic and in the octagon, and to be the winner in the rivalry overall, is a legendary moment of Usman's career. Number 4. Winning the Ultimate Fighter. The Ultimate Fighter, when it first came out, was something that really helped bring the UFC to the forefront of the MMA masses. Over the years, the show has seen ups and downs, and in season 21, it would see Kamaru Usman compete on behalf of the Black Zillions. The Ultimate Fighter back in the day was an opportunity, if done right, to show yourself off to the MMA masses and build a potential legendary career. Kamaru Usman took this opportunity with both hands. He would steamroll and get all the way to the final of the Ultimate Fighter, and would secure a dominant win in the final fight of the show. This win started his career in the UFC, and from here on up until the Leon Edwards loss, went on a 15-fight win streak, one short of Anderson Silva's record. This was all kicked off by winning the Ultimate Fighter, and is a brilliant feather in the cap of what has so far been a legendary career. Number 3. Becoming the pound-for-pound king. After Khabib retired and John Jones becoming inactive, Kamaru Usman went on a rampage, taking out all of the high-level contenders at welterweight to become the pound-for-pound best fighter on the planet. He would have a legendary year in 2021, where he would be the fighter of the year, truly earning the pound-for-pound king spot. He would beat Gilbert Burns in a brilliant fight where he showed massive improvements in his striking after years of being called a boring grappler. Then after this, he would beat Jorge Masvidal with a picture-perfect KO, and then beat Colby Covington in a great performance to cap off an amazing 2021. This cemented Usman as the best fighter in the world, and with 1 minute left in the Edwards fight, he was on the verge of still being the pound-for-pound king. To be the pound-for-pound king is a rare achievement, and for Usman to do that is a legendary achievement in his monumental career for him. Who knows, we still may see him become the pound-for-pound king once again. Number 2. Winning the world title. For many fighters, the dream and the goal from the day they enter a gym and pursue a career in the sport is to become a world champion. Kamaru was no different. After winning the Ultimate Fighter, he conquered his first hurdle in his MMA career. After this, he would go on a legendary streak and work his way up the welterweight ladder. Usman would go on a 9-fight win streak where he would come up against reigning champion Tyron Woodley, who was on the verge of chasing GSP's legacy. Usman would come up against Woodley at UFC 235, where the competitive spirit between both guys would be at boiling point. Usman was ready to achieve his legacy, and Woodley was ready to try and take himself to the next level on his hunt for greatness. Usman would enter the cage as an underdog, but proved to be too much for Woodley, dominating him from start to finish, winning the fight on all the judges' scorecards. Usman did it. He achieved the pinnacle of the sport and became a world champion, and became the first African UFC champion in history. This may be the most legendary moment of Kamaru Usman's career if you asked him, as it was the day his dream came true. He just has one moment in his career that he will be known for forever. Number 1. The highlight reel KO. Yes, he will be remembered for his legendary KO loss to Leon Edwards, but the year before, Usman achieved a legendary KO in his own right against Jorge Masvidal. After a year of crowdless UFC events, bar a small crowd on Fight Island for Conor McGregor vs Dustin Poirier, Kamaru Usman would headline at UFC 261 after the pandemic slowly eased. Kamaru would headline in Florida against Masvidal in what was a grudge match. Usman won the first fight in a boring grapple-heavy fight. This time, Usman had a point to prove and wanted to show the improvements in his striking. attacking, choosing to stand with Masvidal for most of the fight. The second round, Usman would pressure Masvidal and with Masvidal backing up, land a brutal right hand which flatlined Masvidal and then followed up with strikes to put Masvidal to sleep. Masvidal had never been finished in the UFC, and for Usman to KO him and put him to sleep in his own hometown of Florida, this was a legendary moment of his career and one which he will be known for forever, which is why it earns the #1 spot as the greatest moment of his career. Did you enjoy the video? Let us know down in the comments below. What do you think is the most legendary moment of Kamaru Usman's career? Put that down in the comments below. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video and subscribe for more MMA and fight content and boxing content coming soon. If you enjoy football, check out the football franchise for football content on there regarding the Premier League, the Champions League and much more. We hope you enjoyed the video and we'll catch you in the next one.